little color and Vectrex overlay to improve some Super Mario Brothers.
The controller is so big I can hide behind it. Welcome to Classic Game Room, broadcasting from the Intergalactic Space Arcade, where I bring you the review of one of the most controversial game consoles ever created, the Nintendo Wii U. Now, many of us grew up back in the day on a Nintendo game console, the Super Nintendo, N64, NES, or this thing, the Famicom and Famicom Disk System. Wait, what's that? You don't have a Famicom Disk System? Then you don't truly love Nintendo. And if you don't love Nintendo enough to stamp Nintendo into your floppy disks, then you're not the market for the Wii U. A Nintendo-centric Nintendo fan's dream come true, but will it appeal to anyone else? Now, I don't mean to upset people by saying this, but the era of traditional game consoles as we know and love it is over, and that's sad. That's sad because back in the day, game systems had personality. The Super Nintendo had a different look and feel than the Sega Genesis and TurboGrafx-16 and Neo Geo and Jaguar. That's what makes them cool, and that's what makes them fun to collect for today. These days, everything is pretty much the same, except the Wii U. The game system itself looks nice, has Wi-Fi, HDMI output for audio and video, as well as multiple USB ports. But everything else these days has that. What really makes this stand out is the enormous controller with giant touch screen that'll quickly be filled with fingerprints and dust. The screen can be used in many ways. You can play games on the screen, you can play games on the TV and use the screen as an accessory. You can play split-screen Call of Duty with one person on TV and one person on the controller, and you can even continue your game in the bathroom. But it can't boast that it invented the screen on the controller because the Dreamcast was there first. And Dreamcast controllers are like $3. Have fun replacing your Wii U controller. And while you can use standard Wii controllers and stuff, you need the Wii U controller to use the Wii U. So this is the new Atari 5200 controller, insanely complicated with no other alternatives. I think Nintendo may be trying to reinvent the 1990s handheld game system. The Wii U controller is roughly the same size as a Sega Game Gear and a Gamecom. Thankfully, it's a lot better than that thing. How about the Atari Lynx? Yes, the Wii U controller is comparable in size too, but all of those handheld game systems don't require a game console to be plugged into the wall to play them. This means that the Wii U has only one real competitor, the Vectrex, a big screen portable game system that still requires AC power to play games. Now, admittedly, the Vectrex does not plug into an external monitor, but the Vectrex controller also isn't going to run out of batteries. I really don't understand why Nintendo chose to go with the handheld plug-in approach, but forgot overlays. Alright, so the Wii U has a silly name, it's not much of a portable game system, and it's certainly no Vectrex, but it does a lot of things right. For starters, it's backwards compatible with Wii games, and works with Wii accessories and controllers. Also, it has an HDMI output, and connects to the internet so you can watch Classic Game Room on your Wii U.
Yes, this show is awesome!
Who are the two people who dislike this video? What's not to like about this?
Welcome to another...
Actually, I've got a point. The backwards compatibility is my favorite feature on the Wii U. It's a nice shirt. It comes with a sensor bar that I'm going to apply to my television with duct tape, and basically up-converts your library of Nintendo Wii games to 1080i or 1080p. They look better, with greater color saturation and more detail. If you own a lot of Wii games, buy a Wii U. What a silly name. There's also new games, like the new Super Mario Bros., which is nice, and big titles like Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. But as capable as this is, it completely misses the mainstream market and casual gamers, which is where they need to make their money. Now, Nintendo does have the best game IPs in the industry, like Zelda, Metroid, Super Mario Bros., Pokemon, F-Zero, and more, which is why the Wii U is a niche market product for the Nintendo enthusiasts among us. It's basically the new Dreamcast. So I'm going to draw the Vectrex using an actual Vectrex for inspiration and post it on the Wii-verse.
Yeah, that's right. This is still life happening in real life.
Nintendo cannot find anything objectionable about a Vectrex, except that it's their competition. Post! Posting is currently restricted. What?
We're spamming. We gotta wait 2 minutes.
I would say that if you love Nintendo games, to strongly consider the Wii U. It's very well designed, provided you don't destroy the controller. Because the main problem with the Wii U is that the controller is the game console, even if it's not the game console, because the game console can't exist without the controller. Something else just occurred to me. If the Wii U is looking to be the largest plug-in handheld game console, not only is the Vectrex bigger, but so is the Centipede Arcade machine. And it has a trackball. The Wii U does not have a trackball. Trackballs make everything better. You know what? I'm gonna play some Centipede. Hey, if this thing starts blinking, is that bad? Oh, by the way, the battery life of the controller is terrible. Time's up. How appropriate, because look, the battery is almost dead. So the handheld game console that requires AC power can still run out of batteries. Something Centipede will never do because there's no batteries. This thing just plugs in and plays games. Well, technically it only plays one game. Also, the Wii U is incompatible with the Game Boy printer. Who designed this thing? Another big difference between the Vectrex and the Wii U is the fact that the Wii U has internet connectivity, whereas the Vectrex invented the internet and doesn't care. In conclusion, the Wii U has some practicality issues, but it's a game console with personality. It has old school heritage. It plays Nintendo games. It does a lot of things, but even I had to read the instruction manual to figure some of them out. It's probably not the mainstream product that Nintendo was hoping for, but it may be the game console that Nintendo fans have been dreaming about. That's very poetic. I, for one, would like to see Sony and Nintendo join forces so we can get a Kirby God of War crossover. That would be awesome. Oh, okay, this works. It can be done. You can play Vectrex and Wii U at the same time. Not terribly well, but I am actually playing both games. You get this? This is marketing here for Nintendo. They should be selling a special edition package of the Wii U with the Vectrex. Of course, who would want the Wii U then? Now we need to talk about the Wii U versus the Gamecom versus the Hyperscan.
Okay. Wait, what's the Hyperscan?
The Mattel Hyperscan? Does it hurt to talk about the Hyperscan?
That's no.
Are we at least in agreement that the Wii U is better than the Gamecom?
Classic game room. If you're looking
How handsome
for a
you are,
truly
Mark.
terrible Sonic the Hedgehog game, look no further than this one. It's Sonic Jam on
What are you doing
the
later?
Gamecom.